Hey guys, Mike Schuler again with a home video tour. Subject today is downtown Cutler Bay. That's the intersection of Franjo Road and Old Cutler Road. I think of it as downtown for a couple of reasons, and consider this. The original Cutler Ridge, which is the west side of Franjo Road in what we call District 1 for election of council members and other issues. The east side of Franjo is District 2. And everything on the east side of Old Cutler Road is District 3. So here we have the convergence of all three districts right here, the intersection of Old Cutler and Franjo. Also, the intersection has always been a hub of commercial activity. Now, when I was growing up, a long time ago, there was still a couple of gas stations, one on each corner, but behind one of them, the old Cutler Ridge side, across from what is now the Corey League field, was a large migrant labor camp to supply all the local farming needs we had at that time. And on the east side of Old Cutler was really basically all vacant land except what we would call the old missile base on the way to the lagoon that we used to fish, that is now known as Black Point Marina. My, how things have changed. Anyway, let's go out, have a look at Mike's version of downtown Cutler Bay and some of the improvements that are going on as we speak. Mike Schuler, hoping to see you outside in a few minutes. Heading south on Old Cutler, just passing 85th Avenue, the main entrance to Saga Bay. On the right-hand side is where we had the farmers market. Now, as we get into the roundabout, the first one here in the town of Cutler Bay. If you take a left, this is 87th Avenue. If you take a left, you go to Black Point Marina. We're going to keep on south. I don't know if you got in the Old Cutler Road sign there, but that's fine. So this is leading up to the intersection we talked about at Franjo Road and Old Cutler. Strip shopping center here on the left. The church in Miami was on the right there. And we are going to stop here at the intersection just to give you a little bit of a view from outside, but hopefully you notice the fresh landscaping going in, the median strips, and resurfacing of Old Cutler Road. Old Cutler, by the way, is an historical road. It's designated as such by the state, and we cannot ever have it turn into a 4-lane highway or anything of that such. So we're going to pull over here. Maybe you can pan around here and get some of the stores. This is what I'm calling the center of downtown Cutler Bay, and we'll be back here in just a moment. We're outside now, and I'll get back out of frame here in a minute. I'm going to just describe a little bit. Jacob, if you can go from the Sunoco station here, we know the Corey League field's behind it, and over where the mobile station is here to the left, as he slowly pans around full circle here, that's the station that the migrant camp was behind. And as we come around here to the left again on the Old Cutler side, CVS Pharmacy, the Sun State Bank, and when you get a little farther left is Strip Shopping Center. I actually had an office in there, the one that says insurance. I was down at the other end next to Uncle Frank's Pizza. If you keep coming over to the left, in between the nice new landscaping here, see the live bait sign. That bait shop has been here ever since I was a kid, as far as I remember. And we're going to go a little bit farther downtown, and again, notice the nice landscaping and lights all going in, and we'll end up doing it before and after, where we have come back this summer. This is January, and it's a little chilly out here today. And we'll be back here in the car in a minute and tell you a little bit more about downtown Cutler Bay. What I like best about this landscaping, Jacob will try to zoom in a little bit. The plumbago, where you see the blue flowers in the center, that's going to be in the center of this whole strip, and as it matures, it's going to be absolutely beautiful. Or beautiful. Anyway, plumbago, nice blue flowers in every medium strip on this side, and I'll see if they're on the other side here as we head south on Old Cutler. See you in a minute. All right, back in the car, headed south, and we're going through the intersection, and as I mentioned, this is the where the three districts meet. Over here to the right, District 1, the Old Cutler Ridge side, District 2, the Whispering Pine side, and as you go over a little bit to the left, everything behind this commercial area on the left is District 3, which is mainly Saga Bay, Lakes by the Bay, and all the other developments and neighborhoods in there too. So we're going to stay in film for a few minutes. This is where most of the commercial area is, a little bit south of the intersection I'm speaking of. And basically we have the large Publix and the largest shopping center in the downtown area here. And on the right we just passed a Walgreens. We have another small shopping center coming up here. One of my favorite places to eat, Rod Bender's, is here to the right. And we're going to try to get the intersection a little bit more here. We just passed more of the blue flowers, the plumbago, so I think that's a great idea that the county has, and the county manager especially, Ralph Casals, he's doing a great job in all of this planning. And we can see where we're going to stop here, and we'll be back in just a moment. Okay, we're just passing through 92nd Avenue, and more of these plumbago here in the intersection. I love it. And some flowering butterfly plants on the right side. And you can see that we're going to need some more landscaping here pretty soon. And we'll come back here in a minute as we approach Marlin Road, but on the left-hand side is the Health South Center that's been here for many years, and it's a landmark in the area. All right, as we approach Marlin Road, as Jacob has panned over here to the left, this is a future commercial development. It's now called the Potato Field. It will be a shopping center of some dimension. The Publix has decided to probably move here. We don't know that for a fact yet. And that is the last large tract of land here in Cutler Bay, commonly known as the Potato Field right now. I'm going to have Jacob go ahead and pan around to the intersection and the trees on the right. These are large mahogany trees to the right that is going to frame out this end of Old Cutler pretty well. And as we approach the next intersection, we have yet another roundabout. And I just noticed the other day that this large oak tree in the middle was just planted here in the last few weeks. And more of the landscaping going in here, yielding to the roundabout area. And this is the south end of the development. And basically, we're going to call it quits here, head back to my office and give you a few more comments. Hope you enjoyed this. We'll see you back at my office. Mike Schuler signing out. Schuler back from downtown Cutler Bay, and I hope you enjoyed this little excursion. I certainly did. And a few more historical facts I failed to mention. They may or may not be true. I was showing property to a gentleman who was over 100 years old, and he was accompanied by his son or another family member, of course. And he told me Franjo Road originally got its name from Portuguese, meaning rooster's tail. Now that's the part I don't know, true or false. What I do know as a historical fact is that Old Cutler Road was an original Indian and settler track or trail that they would use coming up from the Keys or from the Everglades because it had naturally higher ground bordering Biscayne Bay, and they would take this trail up to what is now Coconut Grove, Miami, etc. So folks, that's our Old Cutler and Franjo Road tour of downtown Cutler Bay. Hope you liked it. Mike Schuler signing out.